In this video, we will provide both a full demonstration and a detailed explanation of the Galveston Police Department initial physical agility test. First, we will begin by providing a detailed explanation of each of the 9 events or obstacles involved in the physical agility test. The applicant will begin the test after being given the start signal from a facilitator. Officer Jeremy Attaway will begin the test with the first event, a 50-yard dash. The next obstacle is called the belly over. The applicant will approach the obstacle, climb onto the first pole, and jump up to the next pole. Here we see Officer Attaway keeping the pole in constant contact with his stomach as he shifts his body over the pole and lowers himself to the ground. Using another technique, Officer Attaway uses the obstacle supports to assist him over the second pole. Applicants may use the entire obstacle to assist them. However, their entire body must cross over both poles to successfully negotiate the obstacle. Here we see 5-foot Officer Lorraine Franco negotiate the obstacle using the second method while in uniform and wearing concealable body armor. In this obstacle, the over-unders, the applicant must duck under the higher walls and jump over the lower walls before proceeding to the next event. To negotiate the attic entry, the applicant will approach the obstacle from the left side, climb onto the assisted step, and climb through the hole in the floor. Applicants will then proceed down the obstacle using the lower platform. While several techniques may be employed to negotiate this obstacle, the applicant must get their entire body through the hole and onto the deck above. Here we see Officer Franco using a different method to negotiate the obstacle. In this obstacle, applicants must climb into and proceed through the culvert, exiting the obstacle on the other side. To complete this event, applicants must traverse all 3 balance beams without touching the ground. Here you see Officer Attaway fall off the balance beam, requiring him to go back to the beginning of the obstacle and begin again. The next obstacle consists of a 6-foot and a 4-foot wall. The key to negotiating this obstacle is momentum and technique. Officer Attaway hits the wall at speed and plants his first foot about midway up the wall before rolling his body over the wall. In this obstacle, the serpentine, the applicant must run on the outside of each pole before proceeding to the next pole. The applicant may also use the poles to help change the direction of his momentum, as we see Officer Attaway doing here. After completing the serpentine, applicants will approach the dummy from the head side and drag the dummy 10 feet across a prescribed line. The entire dummy's body must make it across the line before time stops. Here we see Officer Attaway demonstrating his initial technique by placing his arms underneath the dummy's arms, lifting the dummy off the ground before proceeding backwards. Using another technique, Officer Attaway grabs the shoulders of the dummy's shirt and uses those to drag the dummy. Either technique here is acceptable. We will now provide a demonstration of the course in its entirety.